Good morning, everybody. Today is a great day. I just finished an amazing surf session. I feel great, but that's not why I'm so excited. I'm excited because today is the day I'm going to start releasing little snippets from each of my chapters, including the one everyone keeps asking about when I got shot. Stemmed from an article that I posted from years ago, from I guess 20 years ago or so, when I got shot. It was 5 guys. They emptied 7 rounds of ammunition in my car. How did I survive? Why was I in that situation in the first place? That's what everyone keeps asking, I guess. I'll dive into those details. That's chapter 3, I think. I'm going to start releasing little previews of each chapter. I'll basically, not little previews, I'm going to tell the story from each chapter, what each chapter is about, and hopefully share some insights about what I learned from each one and how I got to where I am today. Obviously, as you can see, today I'm not an addict. I live in paradise. I'm living my dream, what I've always dreamed. I've dreamed of being a surfer, living in Hawaii since before I can remember. Now I do. I surf every morning. And life couldn't be better. I have a beautiful family. I couldn't ask for more. How did I get to where I am today? Well, that's what the book's about. There's 17 chapters. So for the next 17 days, each day, I'm going to tell one story from each chapter. Getting shot, all that stuff was really just the beginning. I was still pretty early, a couple years into my addiction that lasted 13 years, I believe. So you'll hear me tell a lot of stories that might sound like, oh, this is just entertainment, this is this or that. I assure you, there's nothing I'm telling in my stories that don't bring some sort of value. I carefully evaluated each story in my book and cut a lot of stuff out of it. The stuff I didn't cut was because I felt like it actually brought some sort of value and lesson, or that someone can benefit from my experience. Some of the stories that might seem like I'm just telling something entertaining from my past, like the gunshot or the overdosing and being brought back to life after my heart stopped for 20 minutes or something like that. All these different stories like that. The reason I'm telling those is because I need certain people to be able to relate and resonate with me, whether it's addiction or something else you or they are going through. I need them to see that, hey, he's been where I've been, or worse. That's actually important, not from an egotistical standpoint, from a standpoint of, hey, if he did it, so can I. And so what I'm going to do is start releasing little snippets from each chapter, tell what happened, so a lot of people can start relating and say, hey, this is someone I want to follow because he looks like he has something to offer based on his experience. If that's your experience, great. I'd love to have you follow me. If not, no problem. You might wonder, why am I just releasing all these stories from my books? Well, I'll tell you, because what reason do you have to buy the book if I give you all these stories ahead of time, right? Well, the fact is that this book might not be for everyone. I personally think it will be for everyone. I think no matter what you're going through, you'll have something to benefit from it. But you can hear the short version of my story and gauge whether this is something you want to buy or look deeper into, hear more of the nitty-gritty details of my story, or if you'd rather just, hear the short previews and take away what you want and leave the rest. That's totally fine as well. I feel like what I have to say is going to offer a lot of benefit to a lot of people. And so I don't want to hold back anything or say, oh, you have to buy my book in order to be able to learn from my experiences. No, anybody should be able to benefit. And for those of you who want more, if you know someone who's going through addiction or struggling with in some other way, or if you're that person yourself, I'd love to have you follow me. I'll share all my experiences and hopefully give you something to grow spiritually, emotionally, physically, because those are all the areas I feel like I'm thriving in my life today. That wasn't always the case, obviously. So I'm going to tell you the story of how I got from where I was then to where I am now. Thanks, guys. Talk soon.